live stream, so just like I said I would, we're doing the X-Plane live stream. So what we're going to be doing is flying a Boeing 737 upon viewer request. And the hardest part of these streams is always figuring out which airports to fly, because, you know, like, the stream can't be 5 hours long. Like, it can't be like a really long flight, so I keep having to find like these short ones, like Miami, Orlando, LA, Las Vegas, Seattle, Portland, Boston, New York, DC, New York. Like, I don't know, like the kind of flights that take about like 40 minutes or so, because you can't have a stream that's like 9 hours. You can't fly from Shanghai to LA. Like, that's not no one wants to watch that, let alone fly on that. So that's what we're gonna be doing in this video here today. Somebody said here in the chat, well, I guess we're already, so we said LA to Las Vegas. JF, because people are just yelling out flights now. I already got this one kind of set, because I already put it in the title of the stream, and if I have to change it, I have to start a new stream. So we're just gonna have to go with this, but because I figured, you know, like, what's short, and I figured figured New York and Boston's kind of short. I was also gonna do DC and New York first. That was my first up, and I feel like I just did that. So anyways, we'll mix it up here. So Boeing 737 Delta. We're going to be using, everybody loves the 737. 737, I think in terms of the planes that come with X-Plane, I think the, which one? There's one of them that just doesn't work. I forget. I think it's the, oh yeah, it's the, no, and this doesn't come with X-Plane. It's the Jar Design A320, and actually also, I guess, the A330. They don't really work that well. I think it has something to do with, like, X-Plane's controls are a little bit different than you know, like, than what they're, I don't know, because it's like a custom plane, whatever. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this thing set up, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. Before I do that, somebody said do it at night. I actually was going to do it. Well, not night, but like dusk. I was actually near an airport last night. I was going to some restaurant, and it was like kind of like dusk, and I saw like planes with the lights coming in. It was actually pretty cool. Actually gave me, that's why I'm doing this X-Plane today. It kind of gave me the idea. Also, people wanted me to do it. So he said JFK to LAX is not far. No, that's hours. Forget that. But hold on. Why? Hold on. YouTube's giving me some crap. Hold on a second. This thing's, and we can't display the web page. Great. That's always what you want to see. Thanks, YouTube. There we go. I think it's back now. Hold on. 4 hours for this thing to load. There we go. All right. All right. So let's go and get this thing set up. So we're gonna go here. Customize. We want to be at the, I don't know, any one of these terminals, I guess. Terminal D. I just want to be on a ramp though. So there, okay, we got that. That's good. Confirm. Weather. We want to do have preset. Can we do? How about the real world? Nah, we don't want the real world. What's the weather in Boston? What does it look like today? If it's all kind of crap, then we don't really want custom weather. I just want. How about just no clouds? How about that? Can we just delete the clouds? Hold on. Delete cloud layer. Just nice and clear. That's what we want. Here, turn this up to 50 square miles. Good enough. Done. And then time of day. I want like some nice dusk sort of thing. So let's see that's November. Truck roll. There we go. Truck roll. Real world date and time. Undo that. No, I wanted to keep it though. All right. November 5th. Looking at my watch, November 5th, and then for the time, we'll do, what time you want to do for this? So, like, dusk. So, oh, wait a minute. Today's daylight savings time, right? We just changed the clocks today. So that changes what time the sun sets, and today happens. What are the odds that the day I do the stream when I want to figure out what time the sun setting's the day you change the clock? So that means it's earlier, right? So it's like make it like 4. Actually, that's going to be... oh, that's the date. Oh, idiot. All right, 5. All right, I was gonna say there's 30 hours in a day, really? Because 30 days, September, June, November. Yeah, it's 30 days in November. And then so 4 p.m. is 8 hours before midnight. That's the only way I can figure out this format of time. So it's 23, 22. So it's. Hold on a minute. Good God. Is it 16? Yeah, 16. All right, so 16. Good. Done. Good. Start. There we go. So, I got my pedals hooked up. I almost forgot to plug them in. So you can hear those. I don't know if you can hear those. My pedals under the desk. I have my yoke kind of attached to the desk here. I had to move everything off the desk. So when I push the yoke forward, it kind of it's hitting the space bar. It pokes out the back side, and so I don't want to like hitting keys on the keyboard. So one time I actually did that because I got my car keys on the desk and it hit the alarm button on the key while I was doing a stream. That didn't go well. All right, so here we go. I don't want my PC's revving up the fans. Here we go. There we go. Oh, look at that. It's this is the exact time of day I wanted. Look at that. That's exactly what I was looking for. It actually worked. Holy smokes. All right. So we'll just pretend we're pulled up to the jetway. I mean, this is close enough. Let's go ahead and file our flight plan. Let's go ahead and get started. So file flight plan. Okay, boss. LaGuardia. What's LaGuardia's ICAO? I know JFK is KJFK. Is it LGA? Is it KLGA? I'm just totally guessing what it is. Sounds like it's a TV station. Yeah, it is KLGA. What a guess. All right, KLGA. En route altitude. I don't like climbing up to like 30,000 feet because we're just going to be descending right after and it takes forever. I'm just going to do just like 3,000 feet just because, I mean, it's more about convenience at this point. File. I don't know why the screen's acting weird.
November 816 November Kilo Bravo Oscar Sierra altimeter
Boston Airport's pretty nice.
2.
By the way, oh, the other thing, this is 4K. So I don't know. That's one of the other things I mentioned in some of the Explain streams. So I have a GTX 1080, and last May or June, when I got it, I tried to do Explain in 4K, and like just because of how many things it has to render, it just couldn't do it. It kept crapping out and quitting and crashing and lag. And all of a sudden, one day, I just launched this thing in 4K by accident, and now it just works, like 60 frames a second in 4K. YouTube streams not 60 frames a second because YouTube would like collapse if you try to do it in 4K. Somebody says, want me to do a Navy SEAL mission in GTA 5? All right, we'll do that next. We've got it like, I got like 30 videos I gotta do. We're gonna finish the Call of Duty. We're gonna do this one. Then I gotta release all of them, and then we'll get to that. So we're kind of backed up. Anyway, so that's a good problem to have, actually. Come to think of it. All right, so let's go ahead and read that back. So, anyways, yeah. So this is 4K. And I don't know how it's doing it. It just is.
816 November.
Somebody's asking about shout out in the chat. So for shout outs, anybody who donates to the channel or buys the shirt, so we got Patreon, Gawkbox, YouTube sponsorships, Super Chat, T-shirts, anything like that. I mean, you just give $1. It's fine. Also, Pickle Rick, thanks to him for giving $100 in the last stream. Thank you very much. So yeah, you can just give $1. It's fine. Anyways, anybody who donates helps supports the channel. First of all, thank you very much for your generosity. And also, you get a good old shout out. Let's go ahead and request that clearance.
816 November.
What's our clearance, Clarence?
IFR to Kilo.
Ever seen the movie Airplane?
Alpha as filed.
What's our vector, Victor?
Squawk 4,
right.
7,
I cannot.
0, 2.
If you're wondering why this thing is so small, it's because it's in 4K. So I can freaking move my head to read that. So cleared IFR, read it back.
IFR to Kilo Lima Golf Alpha as filed. Maintain 3000. Squawk 4702. November 816 November.
I just love that 4702 number. Go play that in the lottery. All right.
November 816
West Taxi. This is going well.
November. Runway 33 left. Taxi via 22 right. 9er. Hold short of runway 4 left.
All right. So let's go ahead and go to the cockpit here. We're gonna make sure our brakes are off. All right. That's brakes on. Brakes off. Using my yoke. Read that back.
Runway 33 left. Taxi via 22
now we're going to go up to flights and then show ground handling.
816 November.
We're going to request our ground service.
Sorry, we don't have any service trucks here.
You don't have any service? Seriously? Pushback? We got a pushback?
Sorry, no push carts here at this ramp. Sorry.
Just so we don't get, there's no pushback. Great, thanks. No tow truck for the pushback. Thanks. You're great. You're terrific. No service at this airport. Really? Wow. All right. Well, that means we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Somebody says, does the air traffic control and X-Plane understand if you put SWAT code 75? Yeah, so the air traffic control and X-Plane blows. It actually used to be a lot worse. Like X-Plane 8, 9, 10, it was a disaster. X-Plane 11, they fixed a lot of it, but it's still pretty bad. Like, for instance, once you start getting near your destination airport, it just craps its pants and starts telling you to, like, fly in all weird directions, and you have to land manually, actually, because it's just, I don't know why, but it actually used to be a lot worse. But no, it doesn't understand that. It doesn't. It used to be so bad that, like, for instance, if you're flying and it says, you know, fly vector, like, 315, for instance, if you flew 316 for, like, 3 seconds, it would just say you're not listening and would cancel your guidance. It used to be so picky, but, anyways, so We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way, so we shut the brakes off. We're gonna put the reverse thrust on. Do we even need to back it up, actually? I think we're actually... Yeah, I need to back it up a little bit. We're a little bit too close to that terminal there. Alright. Reverse thrust on. Use my pedals to kind of back this sucker out. There we go. Okay, look how the directions are going through the airport. It's terrific. That's great. Turn that down. Turn that down. Turn this up. Up. I just want my yoke to work again.
November 816. November.
Oh!
November, runway 33.
Look at that.
Left.
Holy
Taxi via
smokes.
22 right. 9er. Hold short of runway 4 left.
Alright, so we're not exactly going to follow this thing. Because it's like, look, the directions are going through the... It wants me to drive through the damn terminal. Believe that? Wow. This thing's really a winner we're dealing with here. Before we do that, I want to go ahead and change the time and make it just like a little bit earlier because by the time we get there, it'll be like pitch black and neither you nor I will be able to see what we're doing. There we go. So by the time we get there, it should be the same conditions that it just was. Because
November 816.
Like dusk is okay,
November,
but pitch black is kind of...
Runway 33 left. Taxi via 22 right. 9er. Hold short of runway 4
see, I wasn't
left.
even looking at the screen. Oh! I wasn't looking at the screen there. My bad. I think we might have just clipped the jetway. Cut the engine a little bit too fast. This looks gorgeous right now for X-Plane. Like X-Plane's not exactly the most intuitive thing, but this actually looks really nice right now.
November 8.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll read it back.
November,
Yeah, pull your jets.
Runway 33 left. Taxi
Pull your jets.
via 22 right. 9er. Hold short of runway 4 left.
Runway 33 left. Taxi via 22 right. 9er. Hold short of.
So here's our nice little side window preset
816
that I set up, so it's like
November.
we're in the plane. You can see that view there. Alright, we're gonna have to go in and turn here. Here we go. Here we go. That's gonna give me some new directions. Just wait somebody to cross the runway.
November 816. November. Contact tower on 128.8.
Okay.
Contact tower on 128.8 November.
Check out controller now.
816 November.
I'm doing it.
Tower November. 816
Oh, man,
November.
this thing is-
November.
John Rollins, the moderator,
November,
what's up?
816
Oh, yeah, look at that.
November. Cross runway 4 left.
Look
Hold
at
short
these
of runway
directions. Those
4
are some
right.
directions. Look at that. That is like some... Good God. Look at that. What does that even mean? Who drives like this? Look at that. Good God. Alright, anyways, cross the runway, look both ways.
November 816. November. Cross runway 4
Nervous Nancy
left.
over
Hold
here.
short of runway 4 right.
Cross 4 left. Hold
Yeah, I'm
short of
crossing.
4
Cool
right.
your
November.
jets.
816 November.
Do they update
Tower,
this? This
November.
looks
02
very nice. It's
X-ray
like almost
Papa.
too nice. How this thing looks.
November 816. November. Runway 33 left. Taxi via 9er. Hold short of runway 4 right.
Runway
Okay.
33 left. Taxi via 9er.
These arrows
short of
look like
4
ass.
right.
Look
November.
at these arrows. Look at
816
that one.
November.
It's like somebody went out here with like a spray paint and just went to town with it. Alright, let's keep going. Well, actually, not yet. This lady's not, do we just keep going now? Alright, well, we read it back.
November
Oh, there we go.
816. November. Cross runway 4 right. Hold short of runway 33
Look
left.
at those arrows. Like, that is some X-Plane. That's pretty X-Plane. It's a nice window view. Everybody likes that. Somebody said just take, like, well, you want me to just take off, like, just, like, right here? Just over the water?
November. 816 November. November. Cross runway 4 right. Hold short of runway 33 left.
Cross 4 right. Hold short of 33 left.
Look both
November.
ways.
816 November. November.
Good. Let's everybody put their tray tables up.
02 X-ray. Papa. Runway 33
Somebody's
left.
clear to land. Does that mean
Runway 33
landing in
left.
front of me?
Cleared to land. November.
No?
02
Okay.
X-ray.
Alright, looks like we got a little weight
November,
here building up.
03
See, we got
X-ray. Papa. Fly heading.
we got a couple
330.
planes that are
runway
waiting to
33
turn.
left. Clear for takeoff.
Heading 330. Runway 33 left. Cleared for takeoff. November. 03 X-ray. Papa.
So somebody says I have to set the FMC so I know the flight
November,
plan. I don't think
816
X-Plane knows
November,
the flight plan.
November. Runway
Actually,
33 left. Hold
that
short of
just
runway
reminded me.
33 left.
I have to get up my iPad and open up my flight, my map app, because there's apps that you can use that connect with like real planes to like give you your, your vectors and your frequencies and stuff like that. And you can also set it up with X-Plane, which is what I'm gonna do right now. So the first thing we have to do is actually set this thing up, because otherwise I don't know where the hell I'm going. I have to go to this and figure out this thing. Net settings. Okay, so IP address is 0.30. And go to that. Actually, no, not this. Hold on. No. This one. And... okay, hold on. No, we're going to change this. How do we change this? Is it in here? How do I hook this up with my app? I forget this every time and then I figure it out. There's a way I have to... how do you change the damn... okay, here we go. 49008. Good. Just need to change the IP. How do you change IP with this thing? Data output. This one. Yeah, there we go. All right. Change this to 30, and now my plane should show up on my iPad. Close, and there it is! Right on my iPad, so now I can figure out where I'm going. Somebody asked if the stream's buffering. It's not buffering for me. I used to have a lot of problems with that, but now it's... actually, when you do a stream from the YouTuber side of it, actually YouTube gives you a... there's like all sorts of indicators. Like, for instance, my software... it's... oh, damn, I just opened iTunes. Close iTunes. Okay. The streaming software has got a green light, and then YouTube's giving me a green light, which means everything is working the way it should. Come on, freaking iPad smart case I got right here. It's not holding the iPad up. No! Oh, freaking... hold on a second, I gotta fix this iPad now. Okay, do that. Do that. Okay, there we go. Now stand up. Hope it doesn't fall on the floor. Alright, there we go. Resume. So I'm just gonna wait our turn to take off. To read anything back, let's read that back.
Runway 33 left. Hold short of 33 left. November.
So it looks like this is actually going to have us
816
heading the right way.
November.
Is friggin' JJ the jet plane? Is he taking off today in front of us? We can see that plane right there straight ahead. Well, not straight ahead, but like up there. You can see that one. Kind of like the 12 o'clock. You can see him taking off that way, so this guy should be next. Gonna call the ball, have the sky, all that stuff, all the flight expressions you want to use. So he said run over the plane, just run in front of it, because that's gonna have bigger problems than the plane. Cancel our guidance. Probably go to jail.
November 03
It's not me,
X-ray.
I'm...
Papa. Contact approach on
think I'm-
120.6.
my...
Contact approach on
call sign
120.6.
incident in. Oh, here's a
November.
plane lane. Look at that!
03 X-ray.
Coming in hot. Alright. Any day now, buddy. You want to take off?
02
Fine with me.
X-ray. Papa. Gate. Taxi via 33 left.
Seatbelt turn on
left.
and
22 right.
turn the
Hold short of
seatbelt light
runway
on and
4
turn the
right.
lights on. All right, let me just go ahead and do that.
Gate taxi via
Should've done that a while
3
ago.
left, 2 left, 2 right. Hold short of 4 right. November 02 X-ray.
Just have to
Papa.
find it first. Seatbelt. Okay, we turned the wipers on for some reason. We got both windshield wipers going. That's terrific. How do we shut those off? Is it this thing? No, the other way. Other way. There we go. All right. Seatbelt. Looking for that seatbelt sign. If anybody knows where it is, let me know. Seatbelt. Oh my God, it's a lot of buttons. Oh, look at all these buttons.
01 X-ray. Papa. Y heading 330. Runway 33 left. Clear for takeoff.
Heading 3.
Is this guy taking off now?
Runway 33 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Yeah, this guy's taking off over here.
01 X-ray. Papa.
Is he? Yeah, there he goes, or her, or whoever. I can't find the seatbelt sign, but I assume if anybody's ever, flown on a plane before, they probably know this is the time to buckle up. Landing lights on and seatbelt is above the APU. All right. Above APU. So here's APU. Landing lights. Just turn all the lights on. You want to just do that? Turn those on. Turn that on. Turn this on. I don't see... I mean, if APU is right here, I don't see where the... this is like when you open your refrigerator and you're looking for something for like an hour and it's right in front of you. That's what it's like. I know it's right here. I turn my head sideways now to find it. I don't know. I don't see... Do not see seatbelt lights. Oh, man. All right, well, I mean, I assume everybody gets the gist of it. But, and this has got to be, like, right in front of me. Just
November 01 X-ray.
Well,
Papa. Contact
go ahead and take off.
120.6.
Oh, look, we can see the strobes on the side are flashing.
120.6.
On the ground there,
November 01 X-ray. Papa.
Anyways, all right, turn the brakes off. Let's go. Do you have anything to read back? No, we're just going to drive up here. All right. Taxiing. It's to the right of the bus transport. All right. Hold on a second. Try that again. Bus, because I did see that. APU, bus transfer to the right. Oh, there it is! I got it. Thank you. Look at that. Fasten belts right there. On. There we go. Yeah, buckle up. Hey, if these people have seen any of my X-Plane streams, they know they definitely have to buckle. Hey, if they've seen any of my X-Plane streams, they wouldn't be on this plane. I'll tell you that. Never mind buckling up.
November
How long will the flight take? So I've
cross runway.
I think it's
short of runway.
like 40 minutes. It's like a 40-minute flight.
Cross 4 right. Hold short of 4
All right, we
left.
good to go?
November 02 X-ray. Papa.
We're gonna lower our flaps.
November 816.
Clear for takeoff.
November. Y heading 330. Runway 33 left. Clear for takeoff.
All right, open up the throttle. That was totally just way too sharp of a turn right there.
November 816.
What?
November.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Runway
all right, turn it down.
Short of runway.
Screw it. Kill the engine. Kill the engine. Brakes. What is that? He just said I'm cleared for takeoff, and now he says cross this
November
runway.
816.
Wow.
November.
Okay.
November. Cross runway
Buzzkill
33 left. Hold short of runway 33 left.
Cross 3
Yeah, I'm
left.
crossing.
Hold short of 3 left. November 816. November.
All right, so we're crossing this way.
November 816.
Okay,
November,
but look at
November,
that
cross
arrow.
runway 33 left.
Look at that
Hold
one.
Short of runway 33 left.
So now he's just having me go back
November,
where we came from.
816. November. Cross runway
This guy
33
sucks.
left. Hold short of runway 33 left.
Cross 3
See, this is what I'm talking about with
left.
X-Plane.
Hold short of 3 left. November.
So he said, what flaps am I on? I
816.
think it's
November.
10 degrees.
November.
I think I hit it. I hit the button on my yoke twice.
November 816.
But right now I'm trying to
November.
figure out why
November.
this guy
Runway
is- look at this, see?
33 left. Hold short of runway.
This X-Plane
33
air traffic
left.
control is out of its freaking mind. Like it.
November 816. November. Runway 33 left. Hold short of runway 33 left.
Runway
Yeah, a little
33
shorter. You know, I'm getting ready to just. I'm getting ready to just drive over to the tower and give this guy a piece of my mind. Seriously. Look at that water. Look at the sun reflection. These are
X-ray.
These are some nice graphics.
Taxi via 22 right. Hold short of runway 4 left.
Gate taxi via 2
somebody
right.
says
Hold short
just
of
ignore air
4
traffic
left.
control. Yeah,
November
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
02 X-ray. Papa.
I'm gonna do that in a minute if it does it again. I'm taking off right here, and if it starts giving me a hard time, then we're gonna have a problem. Somebody says, how do you sponsor? So we've got the easiest way to do it, super chat. So right in the stream, you can donate right there. Thank you very much ahead of time. So I'm just taking off here, guys. This is like enough's enough. Enough's enough.
November 816 November.
So you just said I'm cleared for takeoff.
Heading 330.
Okay.
Runway 33 left.
All right, that's we could have done that before. Oh, I'm lifting off. I got the engine, the throttle open, and everything, and I had to just kill the engine.
Runway 4 left.
It tells me to turn. All right, that's
4
it.
left. November 02 X-ray. Papa.
November
There we go, we're lifting off.
816 November. Cross runway 3.
Yeah, he's telling me I gotta.
Short of runway
I'm just
3
backing out of
left.
this or canceling it. Can you even cancel it? No, we'll get the hint
November
after a while.
816 November. Cross runway 33 left. Hold short of runway 33 left.
There we go. Yeah, see, there we go. So it just canceled it. Thank you very much.
November
Let's be done with that guy.
02 X-ray. Pop up.
Here we go.
121.
Up and away.
Contact ground on 121.9er. November 02 X-ray. Papa.
Holy, look how nice these graphics are. What happened? I don't know if X-Plane updated or something, but it looks so nice in the stream. I don't know why. Look how, oh my god, look at that. It's never looked this nice before. Seriously, look at that. Look at that. I've never seen X-Plane look this nice. Holy cow. Dude. That is nice. For a flight simulator, by the way. Somebody said, what's the landing speed for later? Is this a quiz? Probably like 200, right? Like 200. All right, so I got my map open right now. My iPad. We are flying over. What are we over? We're over the Charles River. So we're in Boston. So we're on our way to New York. So we're going to have to turn southwest. Jaguars running back Leonard Fournette inactive. All right, my phone just my ESPN update. So hey, so we got Kansas City Chiefs and Dallas Cowboys today. I cannot wait to see that game, man. I cannot wait for that. What a tilt that's gonna be. Speaking of tilts, why is this thing tilted up like that? So by the way, I mean, you can't see it, but I'm playing this in 4K. So if you look at that, just imagine that in 4K right now. How gorgeous that looks, man. This thing is gorgeous. Anyway, so we're on our way to New York, landing in LaGuardia. LaGuardia. We'll go ahead and set the autopilot, actually. So we'll set that thing for, call it, actually, go ahead and turn that on, turn that hold on. .240, turn heading on. Oh my. This thing's totally not set the right way. Is this thing working? It's keeping 240. I don't know why it's descending. Anyways, we'll just watch it. Seems like it's going to the right now. 263, why are we going that way? Why are we doing that? Why is it not holding 240? Alright, well I guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way now. Turn that off, turn that off. Alright. So he said his autopilot broken, so we had to turn off the air traffic control because it's got its head up its ass. And so without that, I'm not exactly sure what the exact vectors are. So I've got my iPad app, and I'm just, we're basically flying straight towards Manhattan right now, so I'm just going to kind of keep going that way. Let's see what happens. These graphics are really nice. Got both hands on the yoke. So we are, believe it or not, like, let's see, how many finger widths? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're about a tenth of the way there. Maybe like 15%. Somebody wants to tell me how to use autopilot. Alright. Let's turn that back on. Just want to keep holding the course. What course is this? 255. I want to hold 250, actually. Go like 240. Alright, so let's see. Wait for these directions. I haven't done this in a while. So, altitude hold. Shut that thing off. So anyways, you want to hold heading. Turn that up to 240. Probably should have went the other way with it. Heading. There we go, so now it's going to hold that for us. So there we go, seems like the heading's all set. Now we just have to, except it's not going that way, is it? It's got the 240 marked, but it's not going that way. Let's set the speed. Alright, let's go ahead and set the speed. What are we doing now? We're pulling in, holy smokes, 760. Oh wait, no, that's not the speed we want. 300 right now. Alright, speed. But why isn't it, it's not holding 240 though, for our heading. I've got it set for 240, and it's marked on the map, but it's not actually doing it for some reason. We have to hit this. Oh, there we go. Now it's doing it. There we go. How about them apples? So there we go. So, anyways, I think it's set the right way now. Oh, wait a minute. This heading. Oh, this heading sucks. Wait a minute. That's not the heading we want. Now we're heading towards Rhode Island. We don't want that. Turn that up a little bit. Turn it. I'm looking at my map right now. 255. Yeah, there we go. Now we're heading straight towards New York. There we go. There we go. There we go, mate. The speed's way too freaking slow. Kind of want to like get there today, if you know what I'm. Catch my drift. All right, so there we go. So we got heading and altitude, speed. Do we have altitude set? No, we don't have altitude set. Whatever. I'm not really big into the altitude. I guess we can. Whatever. There we go. I'll just sit back and watch. So where are we? We are right over. Look at my map app. We are over Woonsocket, Rhode Island. It's like the most New England name ever. Good God. All right. The seatbelt sign off. All right. Sounds good to me. Seatbelt sign. Oh, that's right. It was over here. I think it actually was off. Did it turn itself off? Why can't I turn it off now? It's just stuck on. Why can't I turn it off? Come on, seatbelts. That's not let me turn it off. You believe that? Huh. By the way, if the volume isn't right, if the game's too loud or I'm too loud or vice versa or whatever, let me know. I can change it. The software right here. Looks like we're going to have to turn down this heading because we're a little bit off. It's 230. There's 230. Taxi off. I don't know why. We can't turn the seatbelt light off, though. It's not letting me. Oh, there we go. There we go, now it's off. It wasn't letting me do it before. Not letting me do it before. We are... Oh, we're still pulling into the turn here. In southwest. We just crossed into Connecticut. So, anywho. You know what's really weird? As I'm setting this thing, I've gotten so used to using the autopilot, not autopilot, the driving assist in my car. If you go back to the Mercedes vlog, I demonstrated in the video. It works actually a lot like this thing, and I've gotten so used to using it. Like every time I drive, I use the thing, and it's like using this. It's like I'm like kind of naturally used to turning that thing on. So in the car, you have to. So I set the speed, and then it uses radar to keep the distance with the car in front. And then I turn on the steering assist, and then that keeps the, you know, keeps you on course, keeps you on the road. And like, so I'm like so used to setting that, I'm like thinking of that while I'm doing this. But anyways, the steering assist in that car is, that thing will put you in the ditch. That thing sucks. It's really not that. I keep having to turn it off. James Beaton says, Alpha, what would you like to do with me being here? What I'd like to do, since you know a lot about planes, seems like, the problem we always have is when we get there, how to land. So we're not using air traffic control because the thing is a disaster. But when I do, it starts saying like, all right, go this way, go that way. And eventually you kind of get lined up with the runway. It starts telling you to go in all weird directions, so we end up having to shut it off. But just using the autopilot for the landing, that's kind of the thing. I think I've done it once and it worked. But just how we get that set up. So my understanding of it is we're gonna have to basically we'll go to our handy dandy map like this. We come in here, we get our ILS, punch that thing in, come up here, do our approach, but it doesn't always work. So I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. So right now we are over, for those of you following along at home, we're over Brooklyn, Connecticut. So turn this thing up a little bit, we'll get there a little bit faster. How are we doing on the engines? Yeah, we're getting right up to, oh no. Yeah, it's a little bit, yeah, we're getting orange now. Let's turn that back down. There we go. Almost there. We're not almost there. We're almost halfway there. So, my headphones off. My ears. Too much streaming, that's the problem. Fucking language lesson going on in the chat over here. Oh my. Ugh. Modmaster MC, what's up, man? Hey, look, you can see cars on that road on the bottom left. Look at that. You see that? You can see like little headlights there, just barely, like one. Is that an ambulance? Look at that. There's a police car top left of your screen. See that? See the little flicker on the road? can just barely see that. That's a crazy detail. See another car on the road there. Anyways. So we are... We are over Colchester, Connecticut right now. Go to the window view. There you go. Everybody loves the window view. We are going over Route 2. It looks like right now. Right over right now. Oh yeah, there it is. See it? So... Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Why are we way off course? Not off course. Are we? Maybe this thing's just got its heading not... The heading isn't right. Something's up with this thing. I'm looking at... I got my big-ass iPad Pro next to me, and I've got the map set up. And... I'm just trying to see if we're on course right now. It's weird. It's got, like, the plane heading is, like, straight south, but it's moving southwest, which is correct. It's just the app screwed up. Somebody said in the chat, how long is the stream? So it's until we get there. It's until we get to New York, which is we're almost 3/4 of the way there. So that should tell you what you need to know. What else we got going on in this chat? There's like a language lesson I see. Somebody says, can I play on the DOJ server? Yeah, so I get asked that every now and then. So the thing about that is it seems like it's the same few people doing it. And believe it or not, because I've looked into this stuff, they're all, or most of those people, I'm not going to name names, are all with the same multi-channel network. So it seems like that's kind of like an arranged thing. And the other thing is, that like role-play, pretend GTA, like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm busy and other things like that. I've just never been... I kind of don't care. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a nicer way to say it. Like, I like to go in GTA, get a 5-star one, like, just get a big-ass thing going. 100 cars, like, 200 ballers, and just bang out. Like, that's kind of my, you know, like, 10-minute video, big shebang. Like, just go out with a bang. Just 100 guys blasting, and then that's the video. Like, that's what people want to see. I mean, I don't think really, there's some people, I've just never thought it's like a, I don't know, I've just never been into like the whole pretend thing. I just like to, you know, get off work, come home, bang out a quick heist, call it a day. So, anyways, so we said, am I on my iPad? Yeah, so I've got, it looks like friggin' NASA over here. I've got my 4K monitor. I got my my MacBook Pro, which is what I stream on, and then I've got my iPad Pro in between. So the iPad Pro has, the app is called XMapper Lite. It's an app where it hooks up with X-Plane on your internet, and it like kind of like, so right now where this plane is, you can go on my Twitter, if you go back far enough, you can find screenshots of it. It shows where my plane is on a map, and gives the heading and all that stuff, so it lets me see what we're doing. It's a whole heck of a lot easier to understand than this map right here. This map sucks. Anyways, so I do that, and on the MacBook Pro, I'm doing my stream. So, anyway, so this will be the last stream for today, because I have to do work, unfortunately. So, bummer, I know. I've actually, this flight that we're doing, I've actually done this actual flight a few times in real life. And it's a really fast flight. I think it's like a 45-minute flight. Like, I remember I got on the plane, they came around at the front of the plane, like they go from front to back handing out the snacks, and by the time they got to the back with the snacks, we were there. So, much everything you need to know. Somebody says, look at the Prepare 3D, P3D flight sim. I actually tried it once, and I didn't like it. Like, first of all, the performance of it was nowhere near as nice and smooth as this thing is. And that's kind of going to go from there. And I'm familiar with this, so that's kind of why I stick with X-Plane. So our heading is just a little bit off, and we're going to have to start thinking about landing now. So I can see JFK and I see LaGuardia. I do not believe LaGuardia has a runway. They have basically northwest, southeast, and northeast, southwest. They don't have anything that's east or west. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to keep on this course, and then we're going to bank right, and we're going to get lined up with LaGuardia. Somebody says in the chat they've never flown to New York City. Is LaGuardia a nicer airport than JFK? So yeah, so I can speak to experience from that. First of all, they're both heavily trafficked international airports. The main distinction really between, I think JFK is nicer, but the main distinction is LaGuardia is a lot closer to Manhattan than JFK. So JFK, you're going to land in Jamaica, New York, which is, you're basically in Queens, and you're going to sit in traffic for a good 45 minutes trying to get to Manhattan, whereas LaGuardia is actually right. LaGuardia almost touches Rikers Island, which is a prison, if you never watched The Sopranos. So you come out of LaGuardia, you get on basically Grand Central, and you're going to be, you're basically going to cross Ward's Island, go, I think probably over is it the FDR? I think it's the 59th Street Bridge. You're going to get off 59th Street Bridge to FDR Drive. You'll be in Midtown, and then you're there. Whereas friggin' JFK Airport, you're going to, hold on a second. Sorry. Yeah, JFK Airport, you're going to, it's going to take a lot longer to get there. So, because you're going to come out of JFK, you're going to get on friggin', you're going to get on the Belt Parkway, if I remember correctly. And no matter what, every time I've ever gone, it's bumper to bumper traffic. So, anyways, that's what you should know. Typing in the chat. Alright, text messages now. So my game plan for today, is I am like, tomorrow is going to be such a freaking disaster, for me. So we're going to finish this stream, I got to go do some work, and then try to come back in time to watch Kansas City Chiefs, Dallas Cowboys at 4:25. That's going to be quite the game. Somebody says, how do you become a moderator? I just make you a moderator. That's kind of what we do here. You want to be a moderator? There you go. So, alright, hold on. Whoa. So I have totally not been paying attention to this thing. Oh my god, we were way off. Holy smokes, we're way off course. We are way off course. Oh my god. Way off course. Actually, not way off course. We had to line up. So right now we're over Long Island. Probably should have just gone to JFK. So I'm going to turn off autopilot. We're going to start doing this manually now. There we go. All right. So we're going to need to start turning into this landing now. Start descending. We're at the friggin' end of Long Island. We're out over, yeah, we're way out there, so I'm just gonna start slowing down and turning into this. Slowing this thing down too. So, somebody in the chat says they live in Long Island. Somebody says, do we have to turn around? No, we don't have to turn around. We just have to start banking right because we're trying to line up with LaGuardia's runway. Yeah, so I got a lot of friends from Long Island, and it's kind of... There's like this whole Long Island thing. Like this whole... It's like, oh, where you from? Oh, you're from... Oh, you know, like that whole thing, which kind of gets to be a bit much, but... Anyways, so, LaGuardia... Oh my god! I totally wasn't even paying attention, sorry. Look, I got like 2 other screens. 3 actually that I'm looking at. So anyways. Is this on PS4? No, this is PC. Always has been. The autopilot is no longer on. I had to shut it off because eventually you just have to do this the old-fashioned way. I get lined up with Guardia right now, and I don't have the vectors because we're not using air traffic control. So, anywho. A lot of people in the chat from New York, it seems like. I'm actually going to be going to New York in, what, a month. So. Alright, let's focus in now. Let's focus in. Slow this thing down. Somebody in the chat says they're from Kansas City. Hey, you excited to watch the Chiefs later? I know I am. Chiefs and the Cowboys. So he says my channel's popular in the East Coast of the U.S. Yeah, I've noticed that. I've never had anybody... I've had 1 million people from Europe and East Coast. I've never had anybody from, like, you know, Seattle watch. I think it has to do with the time delay, because it's 9 a.m. there, but... I don't know, whatever. Alright. We are over. Road 20 miles north of West Babylon, New York. We are way too low, but it doesn't matter. So I'm just trying to finish this thing. So I need to go eat lunch, and I've got a pile of work I got to do that's a mountain high and a mile wide. So, good God, let's turn the friggin' engines up. Let's go. We need to get there. Go! One second. What's this? Oh god, let's get somebody. Oh man, you serious? Seriously! Alright, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 sec. Alright guys, sorry about that. Change of plans. We gotta get the show on the road with this. I just got a freaking bat phone just rang. Apparently I have to go meet somebody now. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do, because I don't want to just end the stream like with just like nothing. I feel like this has happened before. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut a few corners. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna come in here. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do this. We're just gonna have to cut right to the chase here, unfortunately. This has actually happened before, if you believe that. Oh, man. Man. Yeah, this is serious. This is cutting some corners. This is like if you play GTA and you do like the replay of the heist and just cut right to the heist. Oh my god, holy smokes. Oh my god. Alright, put the gear down. Cut the engines. Lower the flaps. We got brakes on. Brakes on. No, put the brakes on. Brakes are good. Landing lights, put those on.
1,000.
I just put all the lights on because I don't want to take an hour figuring out which ones are right. $140 knots. Yeah, we're going a lot less than 140 knots. Come on, descend. Hey, see that island on the top left there? That's actually a prison. If you didn't know that. Flare the wings. It's a small-ass airport. And there we go. We're gonna have to hit reverse thrust in a second. Look out, these light posts are on the way. There we go. Reverse thrust. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and so he says I have an uncontrollably high amount of mods. Yes, I believe so. Alright, well, we'll have to address that another day. Alright, let's go. Come on, go! Come on, taxi this thing. See, I don't know why the Boston airport didn't have, like, traffic on the ground. I don't know why it's just, this airport does. Anyways, we're gonna want to go ahead and save flight. There we go. Some willy-nilly flying we're doing. There we go. All right. All right, there we go. All right. So there we go. So we did it. Boston, New York. We had to cut some corners there, unfortunately, because duty calls, as they say. But I think that does it. I think we're good. So I guess other than that, until next time, that's gonna do it for this stream. Up next, let's see. The only thing we're going to be pretty much doing for the next little bit of time is Call of Duty. We'll keep streaming Call of Duty, and I've got like 4 streams that are going to be videos that are going to come release, so we're going to kind of have to back it off for a while. But we'll keep streaming the Call of Duty. Those videos will keep coming out this week. But other than that, until next time, thanks for tuning in for this one. I think it's like 2 streams in one day. But anyways, thanks to everybody for coming out for these, or both, or one, or whatever. But other than that, until next time, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching.